we're going to read Elf Pets, a Reindeer Tradition by Chanda A. Bell. Elf Pets, a Reindeer Tradition by Chanda A. Bell. Where the moon gently cast a bright bluish glow, and the forest was wrapped in a new fallen snow, the animals gathered to see for themselves. They take off and learning of Santa's scout elves. Each elf on the shelf in its red and white suit leaped and spun around with each trumpeter's toot. And drumbeats resounded with a rat-tat-tat. White elves in the air flew this way and that. All creatures and critters, no matter their size, marveled at what they'd just seen with their eyes. They all seemed to know how special it is to work for Kris Kringle and hang out with kids. The animals turned to the stable nearby. A crash could be heard in a faint little cry. Out the door, they all tumbled like a dice in a game. 'Twas the nine mighty reindeer, each known by his name. Above all their heads, the sleigh flew through the air. They then landed kerplunk right next to a bear. Santa turned to his side, shook his head with regret. Let's try this again. We can't give up yet. They all stood in silence. The animals did too. The sleigh was not flying. What could they do? The reindeer tried harder. The elves' eyes grew round, but the sleigh did not budge, not an inch off the ground. Christmas spirits need to make the sleigh soar, Santa said with a sadness they had not heard before. In the blink of an eye, the sleigh lifted midair. Someone believed Santa noted with care. It lasted a moment, then back to the ground. Thump, the sleigh hit. The elves glanced around. Santa looked at the stable. Right through the door stood thousands of reindeer pawing the floor. And there's all else. At once they stepped forward, as if to say, Santa, choose us to help pull the sleigh. Santa chuckled and said, my friendly elf pets, this would be a task as big as it gets. The scouts then shouted, don't count them out. They're town like us, but we have no doubt. The kids will adopt them and give them a name. They'll treat them like us, one and the same. Santa listened to stories the scout elves recounted. All the moments of faith, hope, and love they encountered. While out on an assignment, the big and the small proved the spirit of Christmas was alive after all. Perhaps with more reindeer and faith that is true, we'd build Christmas matter to help the sleigh through the dangers that often stand in the way of delivering presents by Christmas Day. Santa turned to the reindeer and stretched out his arm. In his palm, he revealed a tiny heart charm. The hope of all children who believe in their heart, and the magic of Christmas will make my sleigh start. Wear this charm proudly for people to see. It should serve to remind you their missions for me. Let them hold you and love you as much as they can. It's hold your magic, do you understand? You see, it's not fragile, not like an elf. Your goal's not the same to watch from a shelf. Your job is to snuggle and nestle up tight, to store up the wonder that makes me take flight. And there's the little reindeer yawning. The night before Christmas, once sleep has come, the sleigh will approach you and will become a fully grown reindeer, brilliant and grand, while magic swirls softly like wind-blown sand. You'll say your goodbyes, then you'll leap for the door. With love from your heart, you'll lift off the floor. Up through the air, you'll sail on your tour, happy for time spent with each girl and boy. Or boy and girl, sorry. We'll meet on the roof and you'll take your place as part of the team that makes my sleigh race. Over the rooftops and high above mountains, crossing the rivers, we'll dance over fountains. My sleigh will bring you joy on Christmas Eve, thanks to each reindeer and kids who believe. And I think that's it. And there's also a bit on the back cover. His antlers, his eyes, and his little tail.